everyone. I'm Alex from Republika FM1, and welcome to FM1 Spotlight. Man, do we have a treat for you all because we have not just one, but a duo by the names of Robbie and Joseph who are about to come in to have a chat with us about who they are and their music. Please welcome the Manila-based synth pop duo Extra Extra. Hey, Robbie, and hey, Joseph. Welcome to FM1 Spotlight. It's about time that you guys got on the FM1 seat. How are you guys doing?
We're doing pretty well. Yeah, just chilling in this cozy weather. It's pretty gloomy outside today.
Wait, it's cozy there? It's so hot here.
Oh yeah?
Oh.
What part of the world are you in?
I mean, it's pretty gloomy outside. I know.
Yeah.
It is. How are you doing, Joseph?
Doing great. But same thing. Manila's very gloomy today. It's almost like British weather. Skies are gray. So we kind of envy you guys down there.
Yeah, I'm down in the south, if you know what I mean. But yeah, so talk about the weather. Does this? I mean, since we're already on the subject of the weather, is this like the best? I would say scenario for you guys to write music, or does this not work for you at all?
I mean, it depends because personally, I usually write music based on life experience. So if I'm just stuck at home, not I don't really get to see the world and get inspired by anything. So I'm very much of an outgoing type of person. So yeah.
It really depends.
It really depends.
And for you, Joseph, you want to add to that?
I guess the thing about me is I'm a very resourceful person. So if I'm feeling outgoing, or if I'm feeling not outgoing, or if the skies are gloomy, or the skies are sunny, somehow that sort of influences the way I write. So it's a very, very nice like cycle of things. Like you have different approaches of how you approach the song, and then for example, like once Robbie gives me a track, I'm going to have my own interpretation of what's going on in the world, and it's crazy. It's really, really cool.
I love that you touched on that. I mean, I swear I'm gonna go to that. But then let's backtrack for a minute. You know how they say everything is in a name? So your name, Extra Extra, honestly just makes you want to shout extra extra, read all about it, But of course, in this case, it's listen to it. So please put me out of my misery. What is it behind the name Extra Extra?
That actually is kind of one of the reasons why we chose Extra Extra, because we can actually imagine in our head like people like saying it, but the real reason behind Extra Extra was that it was actually the second name we chose. We had a different name in mind first. It was called Danger Danger, but then we found out that name was already taken by another band, so we had we had to regroup and just think about a new name. And Joseph and I couldn't come up with anything.
Yeah.
So we were like,
nothing.
Yeah, really had nothing. And like all of a sudden I just refreshed my YouTube page and I found this soundtrack to a movie called Extro. And I was like to Joseph, how about just Extra Extra? And he was like, oh yeah, that sounds pretty good. And then like our friends liked it and we just went with it. And we really think it's a better name than Danger Danger because we think that Extra Extra encapsulates like our music, and it shows people like who we are as artists without even them like actually listening to the music first. When they see the words like Extra Extra, I was like, okay, what do these guys make?
Right.
Yeah,
very maximalist, like
very maximalist.
Okay, so Robbie said that you guys feel like Extra Extra is the perfect name that encapsulates your music. Robbie, can you tell me why you guys feel like Extra Extra is the perfect description for the duo?
Well, like what Joseph was saying, our music's very maximalist. It's very just explosive. Like some of our tracks, we can imagine them playing while a ship is going into hyperdrive in outer space. That kind of a vibe. So that's why we really think that Extra Extra is the perfect name for us.
Well, that's great. I personally like it because it makes you want to say extra extra.
Yeah.
Listen about it. But I know both of you are no strangers to the artistic side of things. Joseph, what was it that you were doing prior to Extra Extra, trying to making music with this young lad right here?
So before I met this guy,
Mhm.
I was doing music for other record labels,
Mhm.
independent, not independent, and I was not feeling it because I wasn't like
Oh,
expressing myself musically because it was sort of like a client-based thing, and at the same time, like I was making my own music as well. Like I have my solo stuff, and I've been releasing for the longest time, and then I was sort of I had a writer's block in
mhm.
terms of like, oh, because essentially like I make different types of music. Generally, I'm on like the experimental hip hop side of things,
Yeah.
which is weird because extra extra is like, this like avant pop, like this whole thing that's completely different. So I was like, you know what, I'm gonna try something new. And then all of a sudden, my friend messaged me,
Mhm.
mutual friend of me and Robbie, whose name is
Okay.
Jack. Like, shout out to Jack if you're
Hey,
watching.
Jack.
Hey Jack. And like he was like, oh, I have the singer for you, and like we're trying to unlock the sound. And then I was also in this sort of space where I was like, oh, I'm looking for something new. And then when I heard his stuff, I was like, oh yeah, this is it. It's like the
Yeah, this is
universe.
exactly what
Okay.
I've been looking for.
Hmm.
Okay. So now I've heard Joseph's side of things. Robbie, you tell me how what you were doing prior to Extra Extra and how you met and Joseph along the way.
Well, prior to Extra Extra, I was also doing my own like solo music stuff, and I was also a photographer in
Oh,
the nightlife scene here in Manila. But yeah, the way I um usually like write songs and make music was that I just looked up beats online,
mm,
but then I realized that those beats anyone can use them. So I wanted to look for someone that can really just create a unique sound that fits my style of like songwriting. And I asked a friend, Jack, and he
hey
linked
Jack.
me up with Joseph. Hey Jack again.
Hey Jack.
And he linked me with Joseph. And that's it. We just really vibed, and we got to just making so many songs, and we haven't met. The only time the first time that we met in person was
Yeah.
after we finished our
After we
first
finished the
album.
record. Yeah.
Like
So it's like what?
that's wild. I think it's just great that Joseph, you said a while ago like your style was in hip hop and you were making music for different kinds of OPM artists, and then you were wondering how you ended up with Robbie. I think it's just great. I think it prepared you for Extra Extra.
That's
But on the
true.
flip side, right? Yeah. On the flip side though, with Robbie, like okay, because this is just an assumption. You asked someone to create a beat for you solely for the objective for you as a solo artist. Am I right? Or
Yeah,
okay,
with that in mind, yeah,
yeah, with that in
that
mind.
was the start. But then like once Joseph and I got to start making like one track after the other, I realized that this shouldn't be just a
A solo
one-time thing
journey.
and a solo
Yeah.
journey. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Right.
Because everything's so cohesive as well.
Yeah,
Like it was like this project that was just bigger
really
than like
just
both of
mhm.
us combined, and it was just great.
Have you guys ever stopped to think how extremely rare this is? How extremely rare it is to find someone, not even meeting them in person, but just literally online and then making music that actually people love to listen to. You playing it on the radio, finally listening to it on the radio. Do you guys ever stop and just like, hey, this is pretty cool, dude?
Yeah, especially even if like we're feeling down or like
Yeah.
Joseph and I, we just we talk and we just talk about how our music has impacted people. I mean, even though it's not a large amount yet,
Yeah.
as long as it has made someone happy, that's all that really matters.
Yeah.
Oh, I love
Sometimes
that.
sometimes we even get stories like, oh, I heard a song over like in this in this clothing store or something like that, and then like I really had to ask like the
The cashier. Yeah.
manager, the cashier, like what is the song? Like, what is... And then those are the best stories that we ever get. And then like whenever Robbie and I like feel sad, sometimes we talk about it and we're like, you know what, we impacted like, I don't know, 4 or 5, maybe 20 people, and
Yeah.
that makes so much like of a difference.
Oh my God, absolutely. Actually, even just, impacting or affecting just one soul, that makes a difference. And I just want to add this. I actually discovered you because of our radio station, because of the one-on-one segment that we have, and which, by the way, your song "Take Your Time" is currently playing on air under FM1. So let's get into your songs, and I want to start off with "Take Your Time" because that's what's currently being played over our airwaves. Can you tell me what it's about? Take Your Time.
Well, take your time. The song and the lyrics, they're just about. It's about unconditional love for someone. That even if it means that you're gonna have to wait a long time for that person, or if that person's not ready yet, if that person's 1,000 miles away, that at the end of the day, if she wants to come back to you, you're there. You'll be there. So that's what that song is about.
wait, I can't handle this. So I'm just kidding. That's beautiful. It's a beautiful song, actually. I love it. But does this only pertain to like a lover's relationship, or can it also pertain to, I don't know, friendships or between relatives? Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, just a love for someone. It doesn't have to be a romantic love. It can be like just like a best friend. Maybe like your best friend's like somewhere far or like in a different country, and you can only talk to them via like FaceTime or Skype, or even like your Lola who's in like living in the US or something. Yeah.
Yeah. I love that.
Open to interpretation.
There you go. Because I think a lot of people now, when they think of, love and relationship, it's always there's a special someone. And people will tend to forget that a special someone could be your Lolo or your Tita, or it could be Joseph or Robbie. Romance,
Exactly.
right?
Yeah, it is a bonus.
But Joseph, how does it go? How does the songwriting and the beat creation come about? Is it you give him a beat, or is it Robbie writes a song and then he sends it to you?
It generally depends. Obviously, the very first time we ever did this was because I heard a demo from Robbie. So that was the first time that something happened. But eventually, things change. Sometimes I send Robbie a beat, and then it's just like, I guess the center of everything is sort of built on trust. Like, there's this big like, okay, I made this beat, do your magic, or I wrote the song, do your magic. Oh, I can build on this a little more. Oh, that's cool. So it's a lot of turnover, but there is a lot of trust going on, like in this whole process. It's not like Robbie and I feel very, very confident to sort of leave each other into doing like what we want to do because we trust each other that much musically.
Like leave you to your own process of things, and but see, that's where my mind is blown. Like you guys sort of work independently, but then for some reason the track comes out and it's like liquid gold,
No, we have the same like mind at this point. Like we're just like,
we have like a unibrain.
Yeah, that's what we call it. It's like this unibrain thing.
I actually think Jack should be the third member of this.
He is.
Of this duo.
He's like if we're Silk Sonic, like he's Bootsy Collins.
Oh, there
he's
you go.
The guy who like really like made this sort of like happen. And then we talk to him often, like, oh, we need to figure this out.
Yeah.
And then it's always like, just the cohesiveness. Like we always like look to Jack. Like he's definitely the third member of Extra Extra. Shout out to Jack.
I feel like we're gonna be saying "Hey Jack" all throughout this interview.
Yeah. He has music too.
Oh, okay. Well, there you go. That's why. Okay, so we were talking about the Unibrain a while ago. I wanted to know, is it maybe because you guys have similar interests in artists or influences, or is that also like very, not cohesive, very random interests also?
I guess it's like a yes and no.
Yeah.
Ah. So who are these influences? Who Let's start
Wow.
with Robbie. Okay, let's start with
Yeah.
Robbie.
I mean, there's so many influences to our music because like our music is not really bound to one genre, specific genre, and it's not even bound to time per se.
Mm.
So our interests range from like Prince to Kate Bush, 1975, Charlie XCX, Sophie, to I mean like I can keep going
I
on and on.
think
Daft Punk. I
I
mean,
think Robbie, you just gave us like the recipe to extra extras music.
Hey.
Literally right there. It's like, okay, I'm gonna listen to these artists. Let's make a track.
Yeah. And then there's like, even like if you listen to Take Your Time,
Yeah.
that song is different from like all of the other tracks in the album. Like
Mhm.
you can't
Right.
look at it like myopically and be like, oh, this is extra extra.
Yeah.
But then you got another song which is like, oh, that's extra extra too. So it's like it's
Yeah,
very,
speaking
very
of your
weird.
songs, like What's Going On and Sun Girl. I mean, to everyone who's watching right now, it's true what Joseph said. If you look at the whole song list of extra extra, you're gonna get a different thing, but somehow it still comes out cohesive.
Mhm.
Again, my
Exactly.
mind is blown. So okay,
ours too, ours too.
you too.
Ours
Okay,
too.
great, good to know. Okay, what is in the works now for extra extra? Give us something like a little exclusive here on FM1 Spotlight.
Well, we were supposed to have live gigs already, but I mean, with the surge and everything, so we're gonna have to replan that. But something special that's coming soon. I mean, might be clothes, might be, I don't know. Let's see.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Then we always got stuff in the vault.
Yeah, we have some unreleased songs too. So definitely stay tuned. We're gonna be releasing more music this year.
Oh dang! We just got an exclusive right here on FM1 Spotlight. Yeah, please let me know about the clothing, y'all, because I'm gonna get myself a hoodie or a shirt. You know.
Alright, let's go. Of course.
Okay. Okay. Can we do the flash round? I warned you, gentlemen, of this flash round a while ago, and I just want to get into it because I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 questions, and I just want you to, whatever comes to mind between the choices, just say it, and we'll always start, I guess, with Joseph and then
Right.
Robbie. Okay.
Okay.
All right, here we go. You ready?
Let's go. Let's go.
Let's do it. Let's do it. Okay.
Nervous.
Burger or pizza?
Pizza.
Oh, do I go pizza? I'm a pizza.
Oh
guy
wow.
also.
Okay, the same. Okay. Stay home or go out?
Go out. I'm gonna go out, okay.
Yeah, we
I mean, I think everyone
missed it.
wants to go out. Yeah.
Everyone wants to
Yeah,
go
everyone,
out.
including myself. Okay. iOS or Android?
iOS.
Oh, okay. We're the same so far. Okay. Is it PlayStation or Xbox?
PlayStation.
Ooh, yeah.
What was that, Joseph? You're like
Yeah,
PlayStation? Yeah. Okay. And last, singing or dancing?
Singing.
Singing. And dance.
What the fuck dance? Okay. Well, apparently you guys have all the same answers, which
Yeah.
kind of tells me a lot about you and hopefully your fans too. Before we go, is there anything you want to share with everyone who's watching, listening? Anything? Any upcoming shows? Anything?
I guess continue to stream our music. You can find it on our Instagram at extraextra.wave, and you can follow us also on Facebook. We're at Extra Extra Duo on Facebook, and yeah, just stay tuned because Joseph and we have an unlimited like a vault of songs,
Of ideas?
so- yeah, and
Yeah,
ideas.
keep
So
them
just
coming.
we're just gonna keep them coming and just stay tuned.
Yeah.
Awesome. Joseph?
I don't know if I've said this already, but shout out to Jack.
I want to
We love
meet
you,
this Jack person. I feel like we should introduce him to the world very, very soon.
Yes.
Great
Let's.
guy.
Yeah.
Okay, one last thing. Please invite everyone, especially the fans of FM1 Spotlight and Republika FM1, to listen to your song, Take Your Time, and your other songs.
So you can listen to our song "Take Your Time" and our debut album "Lights." It's found wherever you listen to music, Apple Music, Spotify, and it's on the FM1 radio. So catch it. I mean,
Hey!
tune in 87.5. Put it on your car radio.
I
whenever you're
love
driving
it.
around.
I
So,
love it.
yeah.
You know what, Robbie and Joseph, thank you so much for your time and for sitting on the FM1 Spotlight seat. It was so fun talking to you. I hope to see you guys out there in one of your live gigs and hopefully
Yes,
wear
please.
one of your shirts and hoodies and caps. I'm making pahint na. And that is it. Thank you so much for watching. This is Alex. Catch us on Republika FM1 87.5 Manila, and I'll see you back all on air.
Special thanks to Taal Vista Hotel in Tagaytay City. For promos and other deeds, check him out on Facebook and Instagram at Taal Vista Hotel and Simple Plate. For menu, orders, and deliveries, check him out on Facebook at Simple Plate and on Instagram at simple_plate.
Microphones on and cameras set. We've heard their sound, and now it's time for us to ask around. FM1 Spotlight on Republicast, exclusively on FM1.